but he wasn't scary to his little bat, Flappy. They were best friends. They loved watching cartoons and playing together. Dracula even read Flappy bedtime stories from big old books. They had the best time playing tag in the castle's halls. Flappy would zip and zoom, making Dracula laugh as he tried to catch him. They loved spending time together, especially playing horror games on their game console. Flappy would get so excited during the scary parts, and Dracula would chuckle, enjoying the fun they had side by side. But one night, something went wrong. A jealous monster and his zombie friends sneaked into the castle and took Flappy away. Dracula found a mean note they left. He knew he had to save his friend. Bravely, Dracula put on his cape. He was ready for an adventure to bring Flappy back. "Don't worry, Flappy," he said. "I'm coming to save you."
Hi everyone, this is meowmurai. Let's check out Dracula Vs Monsters running on the Nintendo Switch. Okay, well, what a way to start, huh? Alright, we got not much for options. You can't even change, like, the level of sound. It's just sound off or sound on. I worry about leaving this on high, but let's see how it runs before I make that determination. Looks like the D-pad doesn't work. That's kind of interesting.
After discovering Flappy's disappearance, Dracula finds a clue leading to the culprits. He uses his ancient vampire powers to send a telepathic message to the monster who orchestrated the kidnapping. In a chilling, echoing voice that resonates through the night, Dracula warns, "I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long lifetime. Skills that make me a nightmare for creatures like you. If you let my bat go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will defeat you." Determined to arm himself for the impending battles, Dracula strides into the hidden armory of his castle. With a dramatic flair, he gestures to his vast collection of ancient and mystical weapons and declares, "I need guns. Lots of guns." The armory walls shift, revealing an impressive array of medieval weaponry, each piece more menacing than the last. As the gates of castle close behind him, Dracula steps into the night. His mission is clear, his resolve unbreakable. A vampire on a quest, not just for revenge, but for the love of a friend. His journey is fraught with danger, but also with moments of humor and the unexpected. Join Dracula as he battles through, one enemy at a time, to bring back his beloved Flappy.
Well, some of the art's really good, and then some of the art is really, not as good. Like, this is a really good piece of art here. But then, like, the profiles of Dracula is like, okay, that doesn't seem like the same artist. Okay, select a weapon. We have a spear, a shotgun, or a hand, or a hamburger helper. Let's see here. The shotgun has the best range. But not the best damage. And not good piercing. Let's go with the traditional spear. very loud. I mean, so far it's running at 60 frames, which actually surprises me. I mean, very few of these games actually do run at a reliable 60. Which you wouldn't think would be a big deal with the bare minimum graphics these Vampire Survivors clones have, but yeah, c'est la vie. This one at least manages to get that right. It's like super closed in. Like I wish it was zoomed out a little bit more. Okay, hamburger helper, some sort of SMG. Oh, these are pretty close to each other. I guess this one looks better. Again, it's a Vampire Survivors-like game, so we're not aiming, we're just moving. Moving a character. Comes into the area really fast. You don't really waste much time building up your character and grabbing other power-ups or anything like that. Okay, we've got a stun gun, maybe? Damage is 15 times 15. This one has less of a cooldown, so I can go for that. Yeah, it's the same. Some of the pieces of background out for Relentless. This isn't as well done as for the main game. All the areas are kind of small. They have very short rounds. You always have a different weapon every time, or a different combination of weapons every time. Let's see about this one. Oh, I see. I should not grab the health. Save it for when we encounter the boss. Not a fan of animation, apparently. It's just a static image rolling across the board. I guess they all are now that I look at them. Boy, I wish you could change the levels of the sound. I mean, it's just very, very loud. There's no reason for it. I mean, maybe they're making this game for the phone, which would maybe necessitate the game being louder. But once you bring it over to a console, you know, adjust your sound, or at least give the option for the user to adjust it. Let's try this thing. Oh, now I just have one weapon. That's not as fun. I guess the little bit of exploration that we normally see in a Vampire Survivor kind of game is just not really a thing here. You can have some sort of things you can use here. Little floating, whatever those things are. Petals. Let's see, sniper, crossbow, or staff. Try this. The only thing that's animated is the main character, and just there's like 2 frames of animation. Pick up 6 weapons at a time? Well, why did it give me just 2 after a while? I don't really get it. Okay, you can use your money on power-ups at enable versus buying it in the shop. Shop option at the beginning of the game, so there's probably a way to buy stuff that you, or probably a way to buy starting equipment. Okay, well, it's getting a little tougher. But, you know, overall the difficulty is a little bit lower than you would expect from a Vampire Survivors type of game. I mean, maybe kind of aimed for a younger audience. Although, you know, back in my day, games made for kids were extremely freaking hard. Like, developers were not easy on kids. Like, ah, you want a kids game? How about Mario 3? How about Ninja Gaiden? Yeah, it's good for kids. But, you know, gaming, games weren't played by anywhere near as many people. Probably for those reasons. You know, games are just too hard for the average person. Or the weapons that you have really do make a difference. Again, why do I lose my weapons every once in a while? That really sucks. And so far, I don't see the ability to have 6 of anything unless you count the power-ups that you see on the bottom of the screen. But you certainly don't have 6 weapons on you when you're fighting. You get 2, as far as I can tell. Okay, 2 guns again. What the hell's going on here? Well, that looks a little strange. Why Why the hell ham pieces are like so small? Just a tiny, tiny icons. Like you can barely see them in the background here. Bottom and the size of the screen, so being an area size limit's pretty fast. I mean, they're just very, very tiny areas. Okay, I mean, I think we kind of get the idea there. So then we can pick up weapons. Here, I guess. Oh, I know what I'm picking. It's not like super clear what you're selecting. This is definitely meant for a touch interface or at least a mouse interface. Okay. Yeah, definitely made for a touch interface. But why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching Dracula Vs Monsters running on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I mean, in the realm of Vampire Survivors clones, or, you know, games inspired by Vampire Survivors, I think it's okay. It's a little on the easy side, so I think this is maybe meant for the younger player. Or at least I perceive it to be easier. We certainly got pretty far and didn't really die in the time that we played, which is typically not true in a Vampire Survivors game. Usually those games are kind of meant to be a little bit tougher, even though the gameplay is super simple. You know, right now it's going for $2 in the eShop. I think normally it's $10, which I definitely would not pay that price. So, if you are interested in that, and you know you liked what you saw as far as the gameplay is concerned and the gameplay loop, then $2 I think is a fine price for this. Again, I certainly wouldn't pay $10 for it. And there's nothing really wrong. I mean, the game runs at 60 frames. It doesn't drop any frames. It looks fine for what it is. So, yeah, I can't really say a whole lot of negative things about it other than the difficulty being kind of on the lower side. But maybe that's something you want. And if you do, there it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.